Hey everyone, Allison Gardner here. And can I let you in on a little secret? If you want to make your life a little topsy-turvy, I have the exact thing that you do. First, you do a presentation and you tell everyone that you have figured out this thing and you have a theory that works. Then wait 12 hours. Now you might be wondering what I mean. I taught a class on Saturday, and in this class I shared 10 things that I have done in the last 4 years to find a sense of stability in my marriage and in my life as I support a spouse with depression and anxiety. And even though I still believe that all of those things that I taught are true, I also wanted to share a little bit more in depth about one of them. And my very first step that I taught in my class is about accepting that you don't have control. And I'm afraid that I might have come off sounding a little bit too succinct on that by saying that it's you accept that you don't have control, and then you skip through all the other steps and you get to the end and yay, you figured it all out. But as this weekend proves to me, that's not true. Just when we think that we have something figured out, just when we think that we have finally mastered a concept, then we are invited into the opportunity to learn that concept in a much deeper level. So I taught this class on Saturday, and I did share, and I do believe in the power of accepting that you don't have control. And once you accept that you don't have that control, then you're able to lay claim to the things that are within your control. But if you spend your entire time chasing after this illusion that you are in control, that it's all up to you, that if you just work hard enough, if you love enough, if you do all the right things that all of the people tell you you're supposed to do, that things will magically work out. And I finished that class, and I went through the rest of my day, and even knowing that I needed to accept that I didn't have control, it was really hard when some of the things that I needed didn't happen for me. And even when I knew that I had the wonderful opportunity to accept that I couldn't force things to happen the way that I did, it still hurt. And so today's message, the secret is, once you learn something, be ready for it to be tested. Once you apply something, expect that there will be a degree of opposition to test what you've just learned. And in no way am I saying this to discourage you from trying things and testing things and doing things, but to simply say, just because the opposition comes doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means you still get to learn how to apply what you've learned. And for me, that meant accepting that even with all of my knowledge and all the things that I'm trying to do, there are still going to be hard places, and there's still going to be dark times. And that doesn't mean that what I'm doing or applying is wrong. That doesn't mean that I don't have full understanding. It just means theory is different than application. But that as we consistently work to apply that application, we will find joy in doing better than we did before. It still might not be pleasant. It still might not be comfortable, but at least you know you're doing something. You know that you're putting in some sort of effort. And so if you're in a place where you're trying to accept and you're trying to realize you don't have control and you're trying so hard to let it go, it's hard. As mortal beings, we want so much to just hold on tight to things and know we're in control and know that we are fully capable. And this life, we learn to reach for a higher power. We learn to reach for our Heavenly Father because our efforts sometimes aren't enough. And what we want so hard to do, we are not always fully capable of. But as we reach for help and we reach for support, it will be given, even if that just means that the ouch hurts a little less, even though it's still there. If you'd like to learn more, I hope that you'll head over to my YouTube channel. I will leave the link below for that first section of the class that I taught about acceptance, about choosing to do our best even when it isn't in our control, and taking an inventory of where we're at and where we're going. It was a very powerful class, and I'm still learning to apply and to work, and I hope that you will join me in this process. Have a great day, guys. Bye.